This next video is going to show me in a pretty vulnerable, triggered moment. And I just wanted to show people that healing isn't linear, that even though you think that you could have gotten over something, you can see something and it trigger a wound that you didn't realize was still there. I wanted to share it to also to kind of show what I do in those moments, how I deep dive a bit, I guess. And whenever something upsets me or I cry, I think, where's this coming from? So this is the thing, the healing part, I guess, the shadow work that I don't think everybody is conscious to do it. Once you name it, once you recognize it, it makes it easier to work through. And that's the healing part that I don't think people get. And when you are pushing those tears down, when you try not to think about it, you don't get that healing part. And that's when it just stays in us and it just doesn't go away and it builds. And so this is what I'm, I guess, trying to encourage is for people to cry, let it out, name it, if it's anger or sad or what is it that is causing you to cry in that moment, even like if it's not necessarily related to what you just saw, but there's a trigger there. And so this video, I had saw a survivor clip of a girl who was breaking down and having a panic attack. The title of the video was The Power of a Safe Masculine. It was the trigger or the wound that it brought up for me. And that's what this led to the crying. So I had just woken up, so excuse my face, I have my Invisalign retainers in, and I decided to record it. And now I'm sharing with you how I heal. I just watched a clip from Survivor, and a girl was panic attack and freaking out, crying, and it shows this guy, he's just looking at her, and then the host is like, do you want to go give her a hug? And he goes over and he just, like, the way he handled her, embraced her, like, got her to calm down and stuff, and I just burst into tears. I wasn't expecting that. And it's my immediate thought was, where was that for me? Like, it's not even, I guess that was the trigger. I'm just trying to figure out, I guess, those things for me. But this one came over right away. And as soon as I cry, she comes over and makes me pet her. It doesn't stop until I end. I remember her doing that for me whenever you did that stuff to me. It was just made me realize how long I've gone without that safe masculine in my life. Almost my whole life. I mean, I was with him. And I mean, my dad was always my safe spot. But I guess then again, when I was really young, I wasn't able to go to him too whenever there was fights between me and my stepmom. So that's where it all began. And it made me think of all the men in my life that were friends. And I just realized I never had a man stand up for me, be my safe spot. And I guess that's where ours came in. It's that realization that I never had that. I was just sat long and I guess safe that way. I guess there's a wound I'm discovering that I didn't really know
And anytime I burst into tears, that's what I do. What is this about? What's this bringing up? So I just figured I would document it.
A big trigger for me after I left my ex was the fact that for some reason specifically, it was my best guy friends and who continued to speak to him, who continued to stay neutral, I guess. And the thing is that's the part that's really hard for victims and survivors after is a lot of people don't want to be involved, talk about it. They want to stay neutral, will remain friends with the abuser. It basically diminishes what the victim has gone through. And when you just stay neutral and you just you think you're not picking sides, but you are. It is basically saying that you're okay with that abuse, or it's not serious enough for you to step away and be like, hey, that's not okay. Being neutral doesn't help anybody and it doesn't change anything. And all it does is empower the abuser, make them feel like they didn't do anything wrong and that they can get away with it again. And therefore, their abuse usually just increases. And that's where that trigger came from, the safe masculine for me. I felt like I didn't have that at any point. There was never anybody or that stepped away from him and told him like, that's not okay. You shouldn't have done that to her.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that for some reason my best guy friends that were also his friends, their business partner, they were big triggers for me for a while. Big triggers back then, and I thought, I was over it. And I'm not expecting to, like, they weren't there, I know that. But it's what hurts is continuing to be their friends or business partner after. It's as if they have said they were there during the assault. It's as if a woman is running to you for that safety and you just stand there neutral, watching it all. That's what it feels like when you're still friends with them. It feels like there isn't anywhere safe to go as a woman to. Well, I don't. I didn't have anything safe.